Back at the College Gridiron Showcase is Max Thompson. I'm here with Reid, Sherman, and Baylor's finest. Ryan, we've been talking to all the guys so far about just their high school experience here. Obviously, it means a lot to us at Dave Campbell's. Let's talk about the Battle of the Axe. We were talking about this a little bit before. You apparently don't have many bad things to say about the guys in Denison, but what was your record against them? I think that's important for the record.
2-0.
2-0? 2-0. So, of course you don't have anything bad to say about them. They did you a favor. Talk about it is one of the state's oldest rivalries. Talk about that experience, being a part of that in high school, because not every school has that.
Well, for once, when I moved there, that was the main game everybody was talking about. And I didn't understand or knew how big it was until the night of the game,
You're like, oh.
When two cities completely shut down and fill up a whole stadium, even around on the gates, it was crazy. It was really crazy, and I feel like that was my first, college football game experience. And it's a fun game. Everybody's playing absolutely hard, because it's for the county rights, So they're playing hard.
I mean, do you? Obviously, this is a different kind of experience because we got guys from all over the country here. But are you? How excited? I mean, how proud are you that you had that experience? Because going into college, you've at least had something that's a little bit similar. You've had a packed stadium for a really big game. A lot of guys don't get that unless they get all the way to the title game. But the Battle of the Axe, man, that's one of the biggest games in the state. How much did that help you going forward?
Well, it helped me a lot. And one thing that was real, humbling about it is the people that just knew who you were from the game around the city. And when you make that transition to college, and it's the same thing, but at that time I was just getting it from a small city and some kids that just went to the game. But when you're getting it from a whole fan base like Baylor, and if you're going off on TV, on ESPN, you have kids that's following you on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and they're telling you awesome game is great. And man, it helped me a lot with the transition, and I had fun with it.
What were biggest game you played in? Was that in high school, or was there a game that maybe stands out to you more, a team you played that you just remember that was a really tough game?
Man, I'll say the biggest game, that was number one, was us against Holland Park at home. That was a big game. I think we lost 42-43. Our kicker missed the last go-ahead field goal. That it really hurt. That one really hurt. And I can say that game helped me a lot with other games that I lost throughout my career.
Obviously, you go on to Baylor afterwards. It's been a crazy 4 years for you there. I mean, obviously, a lot of things have gone on. What do you think, you've learned from being at Baylor? What's this experience changed about you as a person, as a man?
Well, being at Baylor, it matured me as a man. It was a humbling experience. I really learned who I was and who I was as a player. I went there with some great athletes. When I you always hear, when you go to college, everybody's the good athlete in high school. But when you look at those guys, you're looking at the talent, and it's just like, wow, just to have the experience and somebody knowing that you can fit in with these guys, that really right there just helped me out with just playing for them, because I know they believed in me.
The Big 12 obviously got a lot of crap over the last few years for not having good defenses, right? What is it about? I don't buy it. I think the offenses are really tough. Why are the offenses so tough to game plan for and go against every week?
Well, the thing about it is, okay, people say we're not a good defense, or Big 12 doesn't play defense, but you got to think about it. Offenses are throwing every play. And, some people, I have friends that go to other schools, and they're like, Patrick Mahomes throwing for 500 yards. And
off his back foot.
Yeah, dude, you got to understand, the secondary's been running around all game. They're throwing every down. When you're playing Texas Tech and playing against us, we use that 5 yards. We use that 5-yard stop pass a lot. If we don't think if the run game is not going on, we'll use the pass for a second option, and that's the hidden yards people don't see.
It definitely makes a difference. Obviously, you're on your way out, but first impressions so far on Matt Rule and how that staff is shaping up and how you feel about Baylor football going forward.
Well, first thing about Matt Rule, man, he's a great guy. I talked to him, and one thing I told him was just take care of my little brothers. That's all that really matters. And, they're putting their faith in him. The guys that's still there, they're putting all their faith in him. The coaching staff that he's dialing up, it's going to be something. That's a good staff, and who's ever helping them, man, they're real smart.
All right, let's talk about this experience, right? You're preparing for the next level. What do you feel like sets you apart from in this group? What do you feel like you have to prove? What do you think people need to know about you, coaching-wise, scouting-wise, at the next level?
That I play football, man. That's what I want them to know. That's what I want everybody to know. I play football wherever I need to go. I can play that, and that's what I went to Baylor and said to the coaches. I went there as an athlete. They asked me like, what. ESPN asked me, what would you want to play? I was just like corner, but really I told the coaches I'm an athlete wherever I need to go. They tried me at safety. They tried me at the bear position there. They tried me at cornerback. I was good I did good at all of them. I just fit in wherever the defense need me or offense. That's how I feel.
You play anywhere. And finally, the College Gridiron Showcase, what has this experience been like for you? How nice is it to have this as kind of the first step into the process?
Oh, man, this is amazing. When you see all the players around and the different talents around, like, I'm sorry. The different talents around, and I'm just like, man, I got to show up, and that's that's how my confidence is right now. Like, I'm here, so I know I got something,
Sherman and Baylor's finest is Ryan Reid. Thanks a lot for being with us, man.
So much.